What's going on, folks? You're here chilling with the real Satoshi Aoki, back at ya with another bonk update and news video. If you've been following my bonk videos for some time now, I do appreciate you. Don't forget to say hi in the comments and let me know what you got going on with bonk. Do you think it's a scam? Do you think it's going to be the next Shiba Inu of the Solana blockchain? Let me know, guys. Before we jump into the current price of bonk, the situation, the socials, I want to talk to you about two of the main reasons why you should not invest in bonk today. The first reason is kind of an obvious one, but folks, the team isn't doxed, okay? They're meant to be a team of Solana superheroes, but for the time being, we don't actually know the team behind bonk. And let me play out a scenario for you. It is very possible that the people behind this project will pump the price up artificially, retail money will buy in, and then they will dump the token, essentially robbing you. Alright, another pump and dump situation could become apparent. And the second reason is right here, folks. This was from 6 hours ago at the making of the video. Crypto lender Genesis preparing to file for bankruptcy, Bloomberg News reports. So you're probably thinking, what does this have to do with bonk, Satoshi? Well, it's got everything to do with bonk, because the fact is, when Genesis does officially file for that bankruptcy, I would be pretty surprised if the overall cryptocurrency markets don't take at least some sort of a hit. They already are taking a bit of a hit over the last 24 hours, as we can see big movers like BTC down 2.9 and Ethereum down 4.1. Now, if Genesis do go under, their parent company DCG, Digital Currency Group, who also owns Grayscale, could possibly go under in the future as well. Now, if that were to happen, which I personally don't think it will, but that could be very, very scary. But let's not think about that for now. Let's just think about the immediate future. This is literally, folks, something that is coming up next week. So we do need to be aware of it. If you invest in bonk today and this becomes official next week, BTC Ethereum could suffer, which basically means that speculative assets such as meme coins like bonk, right here, okay, if the market does suffer, all right, will go down in value because people tend to pull their money out of speculative assets. But aside from that, folks, the price action, at least for the last 24 hours on bonk, unlike BTC and Ethereum, has actually been pretty good. We are up 3.9% for the last 24 hours, currently sitting at rank 399. And if we just have a look at the time frames here, for the 7-day up 22.5, for the 14-day down 64.8, and down 0.9 for the last 1 hour, and still up 1286.5 from that all-time low 21 days ago. Now, I always also talk to you about how important Solana is, its role in bonk. If Solana does well, I believe investors will take some of that Solana and invest it in bonk. The same goes the other way. If Solana's not doing so well, they may maybe take some money out of bonk, rebuy Solana, or put that money into cash. So Solana's performance is really important when it comes to bonk. And folks, I always think it's important to disclose to you my holdings of bonk. So at the time making this video, all in all, I still really only invested about $200 of my own money into bonk. The rest is probably worth around $1,000, and that was airdropped to me, folks, for trading and holding Solana-based NFTs. That then leads us to the technical analysis side of things. Now, it's not easy to do technical analysis on an asset that is so young in age, but what I would say, generally speaking, in my eyes, there are 3 major resistance lines that we basically need to break and turn into support. There is this first one here at 12515, and the reason why I've labeled that one here is that it seems to be a level that's been broken back here. So if we can see, few knocks here, got rejected. Few knocks here, about 3 there as well, that's 6, got rejected, finally broke through. Okay, we shot up in price, past that second resistance, past that third resistance, but then came crumbling down, but tested that exact line. 1 touch there, 2, 3. You could argue then again there, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before it breaks through, guys. So that is a pretty significant line there. And then hopefully we can turn that into a support there. And then there would be the next resistance line at 14057. Okay, and again, the reason why I call that the second resistance line is if we go all the way back to here, this was tested quite aggressively a few times. Big candle wick down here on the 1, on the 2, and then we had a massive drop down here. And not only that, but as you can see, we've got a lot of bull and bear action, quite an aggressive fight going on here, a lot of indecisiveness between this kind of region here, between the bulls and the bears, on and around the 16th, the 15th, and the 17th of January. Then if we go to that final resistance level, which ideally we'd want to turn into a support before Bonk does go to the moon, that's on a bull case, all right? If that happens for a bull case at 14985, all right? As we can see here, it wasn't exactly broken. Tested it on the hourly wick here and rejected. Tested it again on the hourly wick here on the 16th of Jan and rejected before really just tumbling down and entering that downtrend. Okay, so this is kind of where we broke down. But then also, if we actually go back and have a look here, look at the tests here. It was tested as support all the way back here. 1, broke through on the hourly wick. 2, 3, 4 tests, okay, for 4 hours in a row. Then we left it a bit, okay, traveled up, but then again, 1 test, 2 tests. Then we went back up a little bit more until it was really hanging on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests. Another one, 6 here. All right, so 6 tests on all those hourlies, and then bang, we had a massive drop down all the way through, just cascading off a cliff there through all those 3 supports, 1, 2, and 3. And that kind of leads us to where we are now, folks. So, you know, again, it could be looking worse, okay? One positive thing I would say about this is that the growth is not absolutely parabolic. It's not just up in a straight line, okay? We do have some pretty steady growth, and it's honestly not the worst looking chart, okay? If we pull it from back here, we still kind of have an ascending line of support, and we've just had a few greens over the last hour. Currently looking at quite a long red here at the moment, but let's see what the future holds. As for the BONKz NFTs, still doing pretty well, folks, sitting at a floor of 14.9 Solana, but this is, again, what is most impressive, 230.2k Solana volume in a very short amount of time, and also just 582 listed out of the 15k collection. Then if we go onto the Bonk socials, guys, Twitter, the following is 111k, which is absolutely astonishing. And the story continues, folks. More and more Bonk is being burned every single day. From DGen Poet here, quite a following of 22.2k on his own Twitter. He's a typewriter artist on Solana. I woke up and burnt 500 million Bonk. Let's go, GM. And something that actually gets me pretty excited, folks, because I love my NFTs. I'm not going to lie. I really do enjoy my PFPs. From Scum. Okay, he's an artist and friend, a Web3 native, unlearning scarcity mindset. Everybody eats, Makina Muertes plus MySlims _ no commission. He's got a decent following, guys, 25.2k. He's an artist, clearly on the Solana blockchain, and I think he's designed this one-of-one bonk, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And really, just to touch on this note, this is something that the BONKz NFTs are doing very differently. They're actually pulling in a number of different, very talented artists with very strong communities within the Solana and crypto ecosystem, and that essentially is giving the BONKz NFTs and the Bonk token exposure to all of these artist communities. But it's not just that, it's a beautiful symbiosis where these artists actually benefit from drawing this artwork. I don't know what exactly the relationship is, whether they're getting paid or maybe whether they get revenue based on how often their one-of-one is traded, or maybe they get a commission from like sales on their one-of-one. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, but I think there's going to be some clear good innovation going forward based on what we've already seen from the Bonk ecosystem when it comes to NFTs and DeFi and just other applications in general. So folks, you let me know. What do you think about Bonk? Again, I'm kind of on the fence with which direction it's going to go for the time being. There's definitely pros, there's definitely cons. A lot of people are going to FUD and say, oh, Bonk Inu, why would you invest in that? But the bottom line is, what I'd say to those people is, well, that's fine. You don't need to invest in it. Don't invest in it, because if you can't hack it, don't buy it. If you're going to invest in Bonk, you need to be someone that's willing to lose that money to help try and support the Solana ecosystem, but also understand it's risky, okay? These guys could just be con artists. We don't know. I'm not going to be naive and sit here and tell you that I know the truth, that I know everything. I don't know. I've got no idea. But I'm willing to throw a couple $100 on it for the chance, I think a pretty realistic chance, that this meme coin could be a Shiba Inu or the next Doge. Even if it doesn't go near that in market cap, it could still do pretty well. Alright, so that's what I think about it, folks. I'll keep you in touch with the journey. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to hear more of this unbiased Bonk and cryptocurrency content. And don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you do know when more Bonk videos do come out. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time. Bonk, 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 bonk.